Only focusing on looks maxing is for complete losers, right? You think the guy who's charming and charismatic and he's got a lot of character, you don't think he's going to steal your girl? You don't think your girl's going to be more attracted to him once she finds out that other than your superficial looks, you've got nothing else about you? See, Clavicular, the number one looks maxer. All of these girls, do you think they're into him strictly for his looks or the fact that he's fucking famous and rich? You're not Clavicular, bro. Yeah, you might look really attractive, but if you've got nothing else about you, what reason is there for a girl to stick around and be with you, right? So the thing is, there's so much more to masculinity than just being attractive and just looks. And don't get me wrong, obviously, you don't want to present yourself like a homeless man. You don't want to be stinky and smelly and these types of things and super skinny or super fat. To a degree, working on your looks is a good thing, right? But doing it to the degree that Clavicular's done it, now you're ruining yourself. I mean, the guy was taking meth before, and now he's got a nose surgery and looks like a fucking woman. You know, he's feminizing himself. And to be honest, focusing on your looks that much is kind of feminine in a way, right? What the girls stress about, their looks. Like, as a guy, if you care that much, is it really like a masculine thing? No. In a relationship, there's only one person that should be stressing about their looks to that degree, and that should be your girl. Right? Look at the Eastern Europeans, right? Some of the most attractive women in the world. And they get with guys who look like fucking ogres. You really think them guys are looks maxing? No, they just wake up, probably have a fucking beer and get on with shit. When you look smacks, right, to a degree, yeah, it's a good thing, but you can also be like overly insecure. And that insecure energy, do you think it's going to attract women? That's why people look smacks in the first place. You look smacks to attract women, but you being so focused on how you look is going to repel women, right? Because, oh, you don't have a symmetrical nose. Look, bro, my ears are not fucking symmetrical. Do you think that's ever stopped me getting girls? If I had that mentality that, oh, I'm a black pill and my ears are unsymmetrical, like, bro, it'd surprise you the type of women that have been attracted to me that I've dated and got with. You know what I mean? Do you think they've ever cared about my ears being weird? They don't care. There's been times when I was homeless, when I was sofa surfing and I had a ruggedy beard, right? Ruggedy ass beard. Some girls was telling me, oh, you look kind of hot, you look kind of like primarily attractive, right? I wasn't looks maxed at all then. So how the hell can I have fucking snow bunnies? How the hell can I be clapping snow bunny cheeks? Doesn't even make sense, right? Clavicular's autistic approach only works not because of his looks. If you was a really attractive guy, more attractive than Clavicular, and you approached a woman the way he does, they're going to tell you to fuck off, bro. You're going to get called an absolute creep. You know, it only works because the women know who he is. Or when he's out, they see this perceived status and fame, and they're like, who the fuck is this guy? It's more about the aura and the status and the fame that he has than the looks itself, which attracts the women, bro. Being a well-rounded man, performing in multiple realms of life is what's going to make you the most attractive, right? Imagine it was an overall score out of 100. Your looks can be a 10 out of 10, but if you haven't got the other shit to back it up, you're going to fall short, right? Now, let's say some guy's looks is a 20 out of 10, but he's still got 80 points missing versus the guy who's a 7 in his looks, but he's really charismatic. He's an 8 in charisma. He's got a decent amount of money, 7s across the board. But overall, he's going to have a way higher score if he was to quantify it, than the fucking guy that's just only focused on his looks and got nothing else going on about him, right? And that's the thing is, when you're so reliant on your looks, there's going to be a day where your hair's a bit messed up, or you don't look good, or something like that. Or inevitably, there's a guy who looks better, and your entire confidence is going to get decimated, right? You think when you're out there, there aren't guys that look better than you. Of course there are. And that's where you need to have the other parts of your character to counteract that. Because he might look better than you, but you can still take his girl, or you're competing for the same girl. She's still going to be more attracted to you because you made her laugh and you're charismatic and you're flirting with her and you know how to get her wet. You understand the point that I'm saying? Focusing on your looks that much is just absurd. I mean, he's done it. Clavicular's done it to the point where he's made himself look worse. When you focus on something too much to try and perfect it, there'll be a point where it looks really fucking good. And then there'll be a point where you touch too many things on it and then you ruin the whole thing and you can't undo it. Learn the lesson from Clavicular, bro, so you don't have to go through the BS yourself. Of course, focus on your looks, make yourself more attractive, hit the gym, all of these positive things. But what you shouldn't do is obsess over it as if it's the only thing that fucking matters. Especially if you're a man, bro. If you're a man, grow a pair of fucking balls. the most attractive thing to women is your character and who you are. Have you ever seen an ugly guy? Like, he's so ridiculously ugly, but he's with the girl that's just like super fucking attractive. I see it time and time and time again. And look, I don't know, I'm not like the most 10 out of 10 attractive guy in the world, but I'm telling you, like within my friend group, my close friends and that, I'm the one attracting the fittest girls. You know, one of my friends is 6'5" kickboxer. But, you know, shout out to you, bro, if you're watching this. But you're pudgy right now. You ain't pulling no fucking girls. You know what I mean? Confidence is, of course, attractive, right? You could be super ugly or super confident, and that's what I'm saying. Work on being a 7 across the board rather than being a 20 in one aspect and having nothing else about you. Because confidence derived from your competence. Confidence comes from so many more things than your looks. There's going to be a day where, oh, you haven't made it to the barbers and you've got a bit of a scruffy hair. Are you really going to let it affect your confidence to that level? Right? The other thing is, let's say there's a guy who's got this confidence from fighting. I'm training for my first fight right now, and it's given me a new found sense of confidence. Not because I'm going to go beat someone up, but it's just to know that I can be okay and comfortable and defend myself and anyone else, right? And so imagine being this guy who looks good, you little pretty boy. Do you think the alpha guy who's fucking could knock you out with his pinky finger is going to give a fuck about your looks, bro? He's going to come up to you, mog you with his fucking aura and take the girl from you, even though he doesn't look anywhere near as good as you. Looks do account for a lot, you know. Attention, you get a lot of attention from the way that you look, and it's definitely a thing that attracts people to you. But does it keep girls? Is you looking good going to be the sole factor of why a girl stays with you forever if you treat her like trash and you kind of shit in bed and you have nothing else really going for you? Come on, bro. Wake up, man. There's more to life than just your fucking looks, yeah? I'm not saying don't take some consideration and be well groomed, but doing it to the point that these looks maxers are doing it, bro. They live miserable fucking lives. And Clavicular gets girls because of his status. If he didn't have that, he wouldn't get half as many. Of course, he's still an attractive guy. He's still going to pull some girls, right? But it's not the only thing that pulls him the girls. All these clips you see with him with the girls has not really that much to do with his looks and more to do with his status, right? So if you're one of these guys and you look really, really good, these guys can still be feminine pussies, bro. Your woman can walk all over you in a relationship and you can be really shy, and that's going to repel the woman. You think walking up to her and asking her like an autist that, oh, you want to smash that night, you think that's really going to work? Like, immediately. Like, you got to develop your game a bit, right? Klavikia has no real game because he relies too much on this one thing. And at a certain point, like I've seen a clip of him recently going to Paris, and these girls didn't give a fuck about who he was because they didn't know. He had no game, he had no charm, right? You don't want that to be you, do you? You don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, I've spent all this time, hours and hours and a shit ton of money improving my looks and I'm still invisible to women. You're looks maxing because you want girls, yet in a weird way, focusing on it to that level is repelling them, right? So what can you do? Like I said, focus on all the different aspects of your character, right? Learn to fight because it's going to give you that self-confidence to just be out and be calm within your body, right? It's also going to know if shit kicks off and there's a guy who looks like a tough guy, you can handle yourself, right? The other thing is, of course, develop your status within your social groups and your friends and also other people. If you're out and there's just people you know the bar, you go to this bar, you go to this cafe regularly, you take a girl to the cafe on a date and the guy already knows you. He's like, yeah, what's up? Cool. He gives you a free thing. I've had this happen before. I've been out. I know people just from talking to them out of nowhere. They give me free things. And then the girl that I'm with is like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, why is he getting free shit off these people? And then, yeah, of course, hit the gym. Muscles help. They do help. They are attractive. It's like a girl who's got a fit body. You're attracted to her. But if she was a complete hoe or, you know, she's a complete psycho, you might want to smash. But after that, like, you want to stay with the girl. Some lame simps would and they put up with that. But hopefully not the guys, masculine guys watching this video, right? We ain't that type of guy, right? And so developing your physical aspect is a part of your looks, but don't obsess over it to the point where you feel like you need to take steroids. And bro, if you want to hop on TRT or whatever, do whatever the hell you want. I'm not judging you. But like at a certain point, the muscle isn't going to get you the girls. Have a good physique, but remember there's a certain point where it's almost kind of like repulsive to women. And that's the exact point of what I'm saying with the looks maxing. Yeah, make sure you have a nice trip. Make sure you're well groomed. Make sure you're looking good. Be stylish. But don't do it to the point of you're taking meth, smashing your face with a hammer, and getting a nose surgery that makes you look like a woman. Come on, bro. It's like it is feminine, man. Just grow a pair of fucking balls. If you're ugly, deal with it. Who really cares? Do you really have that much fucking time to sit there and be concerned about your looks? That sounds like something a girl would do. Are you the girl in the relationship? Come on, bro. But yeah, I've been training for my fight, which is why I haven't uploaded, and just been really, really focused on it, and been honestly training my fucking ass off to the point where I'm completely fatigued and haven't felt like I can really give my all to making these videos, but too much time has gone by. So I freestyled this one completely. For all the guys that's just wondering, my fight camp's going really, really well, by the way. I'm fittest I've ever been, strongest I've ever been. So I'm really prepared for my fight. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll be uploading that when I do. And for the topic of this video, let me know what you think. You really think you should be looksmaxxing to that point? You really think it's the be-all end-all if you don't look good? You really think it's your golden ticket out of here to get all the girls you've ever wanted and get the fame and the status and the power that clavicular tells you can get? Or do you think there's more to it? Right? You think there's more to life. You think there's a different path you can take. You think it's not as important as people on the internet make you believe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment, because this is just what I think. Like, comment, do all of that things, help my video. And until the next one, peace.